Capricorn. This is Rebin, otherwise known as Cosmic Alignment, and this is your weekly forecast for the week of January 7th to the 13th of 2019. So in this forecast, for the first part, I'm going to go ahead and go over the major planetary configurations and the energies as reflected by those. And in the second part, I will be contextualizing them for you, Capricorn. So, of course, if we had your natal chart positions, we can even further elaborate and personalize these planetary energies. But just knowing the forecast for your sun, moon, and or rising sign should give you a pretty sufficient idea as to how these energies will be impacting you personally. So let's get into it, Capricorn. So this is the first part of this forecast. This week we see again a Capricorn stellium. We see Mercury, the logical mind, our thinking in Capricorn, very business oriented, very down to earth and grounded. Saturn, the sun, Pluto, South Node. We see what, 1, 2, 3, 4 planets. This is 40% of the cosmos. Let your intuition sit with that. Capricorn is the ambitious businessman that wants to get things done. Very practical, pragmatic, down to earth and centered. Very, very pragmatic. There's no idealism, no big grandiose ideology. There is what's practical and what's concrete. So this energy is still carrying us forward into this week. And it's interesting to note that this Friday, which is 1/11, by the way, we have a really eventful Friday, 1/11. First of all, I want to note that the sun, the spirit, the creative energy within the cosmos, the heartbeat, will be conjunct Pluto, the underworld, evolution, death, rebirth, and the underworld. This is signaling that there is an emphasis, a deep desire and emphasis on embodying our purpose, on seeking complete metamorphosis of self. And also, we are wanting to go ahead and actualize our purpose out in society in some type of sociological, cultural context, while we're being pushed and urged to embody our truth in our uniqueness in society, in our culture, in and integrating our uniqueness into this matrix and transforming and evolving it, especially us Pluto, Scorpio generation. If you were born from November 1985 to November 1995, this is you, Pluto Scorpio generation is here to completely redo what it means to be a human working in this career in a cultural, sociological context. We're here to transmute Scorpio, the underworld of our ancestry and our culture and society. We are the byproduct of what came before us, and we're here to transform it, transmute it for the next generation, which is you guys, Pluto Sag, you star seeds, channeling and downloading all that incredible wise information and knowledge. Well, we're prepping the world for you, Pluto Scorpio. So anyways, sorry I went on a little rant there, but this Pluto and Sun conjunction is really just a reflection of like this deep undertone of wanting evolution and transformation right now. This Capricorn stellium, this very down-to-earth pragmatic energy, and this Pluto Sun in Cap as well, Capricorn, landing the same week is correlated because all this energy has to do with the bottom line. It is as if we got to a point where we now realize that we're not going to move forward unless we use our own personal will to really take control of our lives and mold and create our destiny by the strength of our own will. Our purpose and destiny will not be actualized in itself. We have to put in effort. And at the same time, we're also learning the limitations of this purpose. While we are meant to do certain things, we also are meant to not do certain other things. We are becoming self-aware and becoming aware of our role within the collective. And this is the Capricorn energy and archetype, is finding our role, our function within the collective, thereby embodying and expressing our truths and in a way being of service to the collective. The second major energy shift occurring this week is Venus entering Sagittarius on Monday, the 7th of January. So this energy, after Venus having gone after and through all that underworld, all that transmutation in terms of with the friends, the relationships, having to completely detox and purge, and then having gone through a beautiful trine with North Node Cancer and Chiron Pisces, has been uplifted, spiritualized, and lightened up. Now we see it move into Sagittarius. What does this reflect? A deep need to discover and actualize personal truth in the form of a guiding philosophy of life in order to have a core sense of meaning and purpose. There is a restlessness that seeks perpetual expansion. This is Sagittarius energy. So there's a commitment to your personal growth and development. This vibration makes you feel connected to the energies that are at play in the universe. Now, this Venus-Sag energy, it must evolve. To evolve, it must learn that your truth is your truth. You have your perspective and your own truth, and sometimes Sag can be a little dogmatic. So with this transit, it's important to remember that your truth is your truth, your own, and that everybody else has their own truth from their own perspective. So while there are a lot of other aspects, I will just mainly point those two major aspects that I feel characterize this week, which is one about getting real self-aware about what we're up to in this life and taking some actions accordingly. Hey Capricorn, this is the second part of the weekly forecast in which I contextualize the aspects that occurred during this week, specifically the ones that pertain to your archetype, Capricorn or Saturn. So this is your season, Capricorn. This is Capricorn season. Yes, the sun is in Capricorn, but so are other members of this planetary council. We can say a good amount of them. So first we have Mercury in Capricorn, just entering Capricorn this last weekend. Saturn in Capricorn, Sun in Capricorn, Pluto in Capricorn, and South Node in Capricorn. So this is what we call Capricorn stellium in the cosmos, Capricorn. This is occurring all week, and I would even say that it reaches a certain, I don't know, like a deep note, a deep undertone, a deep bell gets rung in this Capricorn sphere on Sunday, the 13th of January. I say this because the Saturn conjuncts Mercury. What are these two archetypes? Saturn, we'll get to, but first let me get Mercury out of the way. Mercury is the mind, the intellect. This is the planetary symbol which has all three symbols that compose the planetary symbols. For some of you that might study the planetary symbology, if you look at the symbols of the planets in the astrology, the planets are combinations of one of two or three of combinations of these three symbols. The three symbols being either a circle, a cross, or a crescent. All planets are a combination of, and Mercury is the only planet that has all three, one of each. Therefore, it is a link and a messenger. This is the conduit and the mind, the intellect and the reasoning that communicates via the mind and the thought and the reasoning and the intellect. So this aspect in our consciousness, is data processing faculty within us, Capricorn, is going to be conjunct Saturn, which is your ruler. Saturn is our responsibility and our duties our calling in life, our dharma. Basically, this aspect will be making us very self-reflective, very self-contemplative. Along with all this Capricorn stellium energy, this is just the perfect time to look at the year ahead and plan out your work. You know, you got to create some deadlines, you got to create some type of structure, some type of plan, so that you can lay the infrastructure for that which you are building. This is Capricorn energy. There's a lot of that. Usually Mercury is very quick, spontaneous, here and there, likes versatility, likes to be quick moving. This is still true, but in Capricorn, this energy is a lot more slow moving, steady, persistent, able to be patient. And so this is just a perfect time to kind of have that, we can say, even tempered, cold-headed, patient, calm approach to our long-term plans that are unemotional. This is time to plan for that. So this is also, there's also another aspect that I think is actually like the main like signaling, the indication that this is your season, Capricorn, and that we're right at the heart of it, we can say, at the depths of it. And this is signaled and reflected by, on Friday, 1/11/2019, the sun, the heartbeat of the solar system, will conjunct Pluto, the underworld, the soul, in Capricorn, again, in your own home sign. Capricorn, what is this signal? A deep desire to creatively develop and embody our own purpose in life, and to promote an awareness within us of the power to create a personal reality and to actualize our special purpose. There's that strong desire and need to shape our own lives through our own strength of will. Destiny and purpose also has become limited, or feels limited, but under the right context, under the right perspective, we have an unlimited range to live up to. The reason why I bring up limitation is because Saturn rules Capricorn, which is the ruler of limitations and restrictions. But this is because it's more just trying to get us focused on what we are good at and what we should focus on. So Sun conjunct Pluto Friday is unearthing, bringing us back to this whole ideology of like, hey, create your own reality with your own strength of will, and get self-aware about who you truly are and take actions to capitalize on that. At the same time, we understand and can distinguish our limitations and restrictions, but at the same time also notice what gives us the ability to expand in any which way which we would like to expand. So perfect time to plan, Capricorn. Perfect time to look at the next year, or if you're liking to plan more ahead, looking at the next 2, 3, 5, 10 years, and maybe broad stroke kind of thinking about the milestones and the things you want to accomplish and who you want to be at those, at the end result of these timelines that you set for yourself. So this is your season. If you already haven't had your birthday, happy upcoming birthday. And if you already have had your birthday, Capricorn, then happy belated birthday. Anyways, this was your weekly forecast for the week of January 7th to 13th, 2019. If you enjoyed, please go ahead and like. If you would like the notifications of these horoscopes being published weekly, then go ahead and subscribe. That way they'll get sent straight to you via notifications. And I think that's it for this week. I hope you have a great fucking week, Cap. Peace out.